Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome back to today's tutorial. How you guys doing? I love you all for your support. God bless you all. And please, if you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also please turn on your notification bell so that each time I upload a new video you will get notified. So you have seen the thumbnail already. Yes, it's really beautiful gown. So now today's I'll be showing you guys how to make that beautiful gown, how to cut and sew V-shaped gown with two side cut out, which we'll be replacing with a flare. So let's quickly get started. So what you have on our table is our basic bodice pattern paper. I've done that. I'll be dropping the link as well. I've done video on this. So it's really simple, guys. This is the shoulder if you are new to my channel. This is the armhole. I just cut it out of the back armhole. The front armhole, I will cut it out after I'll finish transferring to the back panel. It's the same method. The only difference is just the zipper allowance, because the back panel will be adding a zipper allowance. For the second picture there in our thumbnail, you will see the upper bodice is they use stretchy fabric, but these I'll be using a making of Ankara fabric, African print. This is what I'm working with. If you are making use of that stretchy fabric, make sure whatever measurement you are working with, you subtract 1 inch. Yes, so this is my zip same allowance. This is the actual body measurement I'm working with. So this is 1.5 inches same allowance. This is the waist dart, and this is the full length of my gown. So for the down part, if you decide to work, we know it's two pictures we have there on our thumbnail. There's one that is more sharp than the second one, you see, so it's optional. So if you are working with the sharp one, you place your measurement, your tape here. You can see what I'm doing. Let me adjust it this way. Is 1 inch from the center of your front bodice. It's into fold. I've said that before. So it's 1 inch this way. You could decide to work with 2 inches. As I said before, try to work with 2 inches. So we move over to our waistline. So from the waistline, we'll place your curve ruler this way. See what I'm doing, guys? To connect it to meet this 1 inch that will step in with from the midpoint of our body. So I will connect it this way. You could decide to use pen or pencil to trace it out. When you are done, if there is any mistake that you can rectify it. So from the waistline, by the time I finish stitching it, so it will be 0.5 inch above the waistline. So I will connect it this. So I'm using my pen first. Connect it this way. See what I'm doing, guys? Connect it this way. Dots. Couldn't find my pencil, but I've used my pencil. Connect it this way. You see? Sorry, guys, my kids are instructing me. See what we have. Excuse me. So if you're working with the 2 inches, you see the same method. You connect it this way, just to make sure it meets up with the 2 inches that we went in with. That is just the difference. See, it's really simple, guys. I want to quickly use my marker to trace it out for a better view. So guys, as you can see, I'm done tracing it out because I'm working with the 1 inch. So by the time I open it up, I'll be having 2 inches in beauty my midpoint. See what I mean? I'll be having 2 inches. Okay, but if you're working with 2 inches, at the time you open it up, you're having 4 inches. So it will not be that sharp. Okay, so let me quickly now place it this way, cut it out. Okay, cut it out. Then I will introduce my back panel because I need to add my zipper allowance and cut out the front armhole. So let me quickly trace that and show you guys. So as you can see, guys, I've placed it on my main fabric now. This is the fabric I'll be working with. So I've also added my zipper allowance, which is just 1.5 inches. For my neck depth, it will not be this deep, okay? So I want to now trace it. I remember I've added same allowance for my pattern paper. So I will just trace it out this way. Excuse me. For this part, you could decide to add same allowance. But if you want yours more deeper, there's no need. just cut exactly what you have here. So by the time you stitch with 0.5 inch, it will go high as I said earlier. But if you don't want it to go above your waistline, then add a 0.5 inch, which we're using to attach our flare, okay? Or you leave it this way. So here is also optional. So mine, I won't be adding a same allowance here because I want mine to be above the waistline with 0.5 inch. So let me quickly trace it out. So guys, as you can see, I'm done tracing it out, the front and the back panel. So before cutting out the two sides flare, we will first join the upper body. So first join it. So I want to clean and move over to my sewing machine. Remember, if you are using lining, you will cut your line this way to stitch your neckline and turn it to have a neat finish on your neck area. But I want to quickly now take my sewing machine to place my waist dart. This is the back panel. So I didn't cut out my zipper allowance. I will stitch by just that 1.5 inches to close it up. I'll be fitting my zipper much later, but I will also add my waist dart for the back panel as well and close it on the two sides. Then I will show you guys how to cut out that two side flare. Let's quickly do that. So guys, you can see I'm done stitching it. So I'll be making use of bias to turn my neckline. But if you are making use of lining, I've said that before, you cut your lining the same way we cut the main fabric. Used to turn your neckline, but I'll be using bias that. So I've added my waist dart, you see. Remember I added 1.5 inches, my same allowance. I've done that. So this is the front panel, you can see. While this is the back panel, my zipper allowance, I've closed it up. I'll be fitting my zipper later. You see how everything sits properly. So now we'll turn it this way to the right side. So it's really simple, guys. To the right side. So this is the right side. This is how it should look like. So now we have to clean and cut out our two side pleats flare. You could decide to work without the pleats, you know. So let me quickly now arrange my fabric. See how it is. It's really beautiful and simple, guys. So let's continue now. So before we cut it out on our fabric, I will explain to you guys the method that you will use to achieve it both for plus size. Yes. So you will use your bust measurement divide by 2. So first you place your fabric this way, flare shape, you see. So the length here is your bust divide by 2. So even if you are working with a plus size, okay, it will run because with this bust measurement, you'll be able to know the extension, that is this pleats. The part will be pleating for the gather, okay. So let's quickly now, excuse me, place it. Now you can see what I'm doing, guys. Is this way. You see what we have now. So the bust measure I'm working with is 42 inches into 2 is 21 inches. So I want to check if the length is up to that. So it's even more than that, is good. So I have 21 inches here. So this is this. I want to quickly now, excuse me, introduce my upper bodice, which is this. So I will place it this way. Pay attention, guys. Place it this way properly. Adjust it this way. Remember, this is the 21 inches. So now we're done with it this way. So I want to find the length. Remember, it's flare. So what we have, this is our length for dress. What we have is 20 inches. See? So connect it. Remember, it's 20 inches. I'll connect it 20 inches first. This is the easiest way to achieve this. See? Place it properly. You could decide to work with another fabric, plain fabric on this part. Yes. So see what I'm doing, guys. So now that I remember it's flare now we're working with. So when time to find the parts, the length for the pleats for the gather, what you have now is 8 inches. You see? But we are working with the bust measurement on the down part. So this is it. So remember it's flare. So from this part, this edge, we'll be stepping down 1.5 inches. So I will not have shortage. So for this other here now, we place 1.2 inches. Okay, from here now we place 1 inch, and here now we place 0.5 inch. So we connect it this way. See? So this now our length. This is how to measure it out. 1.5 inches, 1.2 inches, 1 inch, 0.5 inch. So we just connect it this way. See what we have. Now that I'm done with the down part, I want to quickly adjust it this way. See, connect it this way. So this part will be pleating this part. So the pleats part I will using 3 inches. So this is it. By the time I'm done cutting it out, I will notch here. So by the time we are done cutting, I will pleat it this way. See, it has taken the form already. So this is the easiest way to achieve this. With this method, you can work for both sides, plus sides. I've said that before. So let's quickly cut it out now. You first choose out the length of your dress, then add 1.5 inches, 1.2, 1 inch, 0.5. So this is it. I'll be cutting this into two parts. See, this is the bust length, 21 inches. So I will adjust it this way. So I'll be needing 0.5 inch here. So let me place it properly. So I will cut it out this way, or let me quickly trace it for a better view. See guys, this is how it should look like. So let me cut it out now. Now working with this, you have at least 3 yards of fabric. But for the cross size, 4 yards. So this is it. Remember, I marked 3 inches for my pleats and my gather. So I will notch this part. So see. So let me adjust this. Place my main bodice. So by the time we finish pleating this part this way, see, there won't be any shortage. You see how everything matches. They are taking the form already. Let me adjust my camera properly. See guys, and you add the net, the strongest one, so you can stand if you want that pattern. So this is it. So let me quickly cut the other part. Let's quickly move over to our sewing machine to stitch. That is all. So guys, you can see we are done cutting it out, but before we move over to our sewing machine, I want us to let me quickly explain this. I want to quickly pin it down. Sorry, let me pin it down. So this is it. I've opened it up. So remember, this is the right side. You see, right side. So I'll flip it this way. This is the down part. So I will pin it down this way. If you are making use of lining, you cut your lining as well. Sew it on. So for the midpoint, remember I said I'm using 3 inches. So I will place my tape, which is this. I will mark my chalk this way. Sorry guys. Or you check from the down part to make sure it matches this way. You see. So this part that I notch for the pleats. So I want us to quickly now pin it down. Let me adjust it this way. Pin it down. To pleats now. I'll raise my machine foot this way and stitch. You are only pleating on the cut out, that is the flare parts. See what I'm doing, guys? This way. Plait it. See, so this is my pin, my straight line pin. I'll remove it now. You can see the notch. So that's should I'm done with my pleats. That's my gather. So I will run a straight line stitch now to down part of my dress, which is my gown. So let me stitch it now straight this way. See what I'm doing, guys. See how everything matches here. So I'll stitch now. 0.5 inch. See? So for this other part, excuse me, I will do the same thing there. So this is my pleats. I will mark the 3 inches as well on my main bodice, at my main dress. So I'll quickly take my tape. If you are using 4 inches, you mark it. If you are using 5 inches, but mine is 3 inches. Remember I said that earlier. So this is it. So, and this is my pleats part that I notch. That means all these parts will be going in within this area. That is what it means. So I will stitch this part now. I will also cross check. Yes, cross check to make sure the down panel matches. See what I'm talking about, guys? See how everything matches here. So this is it. So to this point now, so I will take my pin to secure it this way. See what I'm talking about? So I will stitch now from this down part now. This way, 0.5 inch. Exactly what we did on the other side. Place it properly. See? 0.5 inch. See what we have. So you can see my straight line pin. So I will quickly now remove it. I also see the notching part that I notch. So from this part now, I will start my pleats. So place it properly. If you want it to stand, you add your net, the strongest one. See what I'm doing, guys? I'm pleating it. See? Back stitch. That is all. So I will do the same thing on the other side and show you guys. So let me open it up this way to the right side. You can see how beautiful it is. So let me do the second part and show you guys. It's the same method. Okay, let me do that. So guys, you can see we are done. This is the back panel. See, net to make it stronger and to stand this way. But if you look at that thumbnail, the second picture, if you want yours to be that pattern, that's plain. There's no need to add that allowance for the pleats. There's no need for that. That one is easier. That doesn't work on this one. It's really simple, guys. So you could decide to use plain fabric here. to make it more beautiful. So mine, I'm okay with this. You see how pointy it is, the down part. So this is the front panel. This is the back, you see. So I would go and do my hemming, but if you are using lining, before you start your pleats, you will use your line to stitch and turn it. So there is no need for that. For the sleeve, it's optional. Also, you can work with bustier. Yes, it must not be this type, this pattern for the upper bodice or off shoulder bustier. So that is it. So the upper body is optional, the sleeve is optional. So this is just it. So it's really simple, guys. So please, if you find my video interesting, please click on the like button there, and also please share my videos. And please, if you are new to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button there, and also please turn on your notification bell so that each time I upload a new video you get notified. I love you all, and remain chill living signature. Bye for now.